Well, listen, I know we had some of our fans in the building. I didn't know where they were, but I once again would say that we have big support from our fan base. Mark Johnson's one of our fans that is at training every single day. He wanted to see this one today. It was really hot out there, but Mark, we're thinking about you. Thanks for the support. Look, what I would say is, even what I tell the team after, you can see that there's frustration because we want to get all 3 points there, which is a good thing, right? We're a hungry team. They believe they can win these games, especially with a red card. But in our business, there's draws that feel like a loss, like Nashville. There's sometimes draws that feel like a win. And today it's a draw that just feels a little bit strange because we want those 3 points. There's a big chance at the end off a corner kick. But that's part of it. It's part of growing. It's part of, it's going to be part of our learning as a youngish team to stay calm in these moments when there's a red card, which might mean that you're looking for better shots, upgrading shots, getting into certain areas, some positional discipline. So, yeah, there's a little frustration because we want those points. But against a good team in their building where they need a win, our guys come out with a point, and I bet it's a valuable one at some point this year. So I'm proud of the effort. I'm proud that we went down a goal and came back once again. Not easy. We missed a penalty in there, and maybe that could have swayed it. But regardless, we hung in there. We don't quit for sure. We're a team that fights, and I'm proud of those guys for that.
Perfect. We'll go to Matthew Pollard, Burgundy Way.
Hey, Chris, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Matt.
Chris, given the missed penalty from Jordy, walk me through the club or the coaching staff's decisions around who's taking penalties and how much maybe leeway the players have to influence who's taking it when it gets called on the field.
Yeah, we have a couple of guys that we designate, and one is Georgie and one's Rafa. I wasn't aware of their conversation on the pitch, but we trust the players in those moments. Those two guys, it's to step up and in that moment, and I can't give you any more details than that. But there's a couple of guys that we know can step to that spot, and the guy that doesn't score the goal gets us the next goal. So Georgie, it takes courage to step up in those moments that he did for the penalty, but you can see the winner that he is to step up and hit a tremendous free kick that gets us the valuable goal.
Back to Matt.
Chris, on that note, I think there's a lot of Rapids fans who occasionally forget Kevin Cabral is on the bench there. Your thoughts on his opportunism in scoring the goal and what he's done for you to then earn this just reward in the moment?
Well, I told the staff earlier I got to get him on the field today. I believe there's a goal in him. I said it. I believe it only because of what he's shown in training. His attitude has been tremendous. His work ethic has been admirable. We've tried to get him operating in the central areas because we think he has some goals in him. He arrives in certain moments and he gets rewarded. So he's earned those minutes. Almost got a second one there. So it's good for his confidence. It's good for the team. And yeah, we're pleased with him.
Back to Matt.
Chris, regardless of the up and down nature of Georgie missing the penalty and then helping to create the goal on the set piece, what have you made of his time at the club? What's he doing well? What do you need to see more of from the run of play?
Look, he's such a talented player, Georgie Mihailovic, and he's a winner. So as a coaching staff, as we're trying to build and implement and find our best structures and formations in possession, trying to put him in spaces that he can do his thing, which is create and score goals. And look, he's a guy that we know can make players around him better. We've gotten to see that in moments. And listen, it's as we get going as a team structurally in attack, he will be able to do even more. Again, we get to see the talent that he is. It's very early, players getting to know each other, but we're lucky to have Georgi Mihailovic. He's a winner. He's got bite. He's so well respected in the team, and yeah, we're gonna help all those attackers get goals and him included, and assists, right?
Back to Matt.
Chris, you had an interesting problem with Connor Ronan unavailable for this game. You chose to move Cole back and then start Darren Yapi. What went into that decision, and what do you made of how everybody played, and particularly the increased maturity we've seen from Oliver Larraz?
Yeah, look, we've used Cole there this preseason a bit in a double pivot. He actually would say it's one of his favorite positions as long as he can sneak forward a bit. It's a big loss when you lose Connor Ronan, for sure. He's very different. His skill set to set a tempo in attack, so intelligent, a deep-lying playmaker, for sure. So no one's really replacing him. We have to fill the gaps there, and Cole's a player that can do that. Some other players get opportunity, like a Darren Yapi, because he's played so well. So the decision, when you think, do we want to see him for 20, 25 minutes, or do we want to get him on the pitch for longer spells? So that was the thinking behind it. In the first half, we had to suffer a bit. We didn't give up much in the run of play, and we're getting better defending even in a low block without giving up much. But Yapi had to be part of that. So it was another night for him where he'll grow and learn, and he's part of some dangerous plays in attack and transition, and there's ones that he'll get better at, and he's got to get right. But again, he's earned those minutes. He earned the start, and he's in pretty good form. We've got to keep him going.
Back to Matt.
Last one for me, Chris. Thank you so much for your time. How do you go about, given, Sam had the own goal in Portland, Johnny's had the handball, now Keegan had a handball, and Georgie missed a penalty today. How do you go about coaching or addressing those kinds of mistakes, either individually or as a collective?
Look, expected goals is a key indicator of performance. It is oftentimes, like, we're in the long run, we know you don't give up big chances, you don't give up high quality chances. You probably won't give up that many goals, right? That's just the way it goes. There's little things in there that we can do better, right? Like that's not. I don't believe in luck. So bad luck. We have to be. We talk about the fine details in attack and in our own box. So those things we have to keep trying to eliminate, and some of it just seems random. But I think more importantly, we have to look hard at our performance, see what we can take from it that we're doing well, see what we can improve on. There's so many things we can keep improving on with and without the ball. And the nature of some of these penalties or mishaps, as you would say, there's no real trend there. There's not lazy defending or guys leaving their feet for penalties, or it's not. It's actually, there's a lot of good things happening. So we hope that those don't follow us, some of those easy ones. But I think that if you really look at the positive there and the goals we've given up, say, whoa, if you take out those goals, we really haven't given up too much. 7-8 shots tonight, I think. Again, against Seattle Sounders, it's in their building. You can say there's a red card, but then why wasn't it 20 shots? You know what I'm saying? So there's work to do. We're a youngish team, but I told the guys, I love our team. We're a team that fights. We're a team that can claw back into games. We stick together. We have ideas. We do what we do together, and we'll keep at it. We'll get back to work in a couple of days.
Sydney Cone, Colorado Rapids.
Coach, along those lines, 4 points in the last 2 games, really hard road matches and tough opponents. What does that just say about the grit of this team and getting back into games after going down early?
Yeah, it says these performances, again, only these performances and experiences can help players grow. When you're a youngish team, I say, because I would say we're young, but yeah, we're youngish. 60,000 people going down a goal, again, in a way that's like, come on, it could be demoralizing, and you could put your head down. I think someone said last time here that there was a red card and we gave up a goal. the same scenario that the game could have went many different ways. But I think the best thing as the head coach is when you're trying to bring a team along and they can get through these experiences and grow from them and learn from them, and a week later you're better off for it. It's you can't replace those experiences, what it does for a team. So some tough matches early on at Portland, at Seattle. Like it's some difficult games and venues, but look, we'll take the points. You got to get points in the league, and you can't always harp on losing a point or gain it. Like the way it comes, you take the point, you get out here, you work hard, and you learn, and you try to grow in an honest way. That's what we'll do.
Last one for me. On the flip side of that, coming up on 2 consecutive home games, what does that kind of look like just in terms of building on this momentum of the past 2 performances and bringing it back home where we have the altitude advantage, the home fans?
Can't wait to get back home. Our building, for me, was what an atmosphere we had opening night. We were close to the 3 points. We left a little on that table. We're going to come strong at home for our fans. They show up. Some that are coming out to training. They'll be in the building, and we'll need them. We'll need the energy. The altitude will be there. And we're going to play with more intensity and more of everything in that next one at home, because we want those 3 points desperately.